Hey everybody, this is Abhay. As I have told you in the previous video that I will be going to discuss a simple challenge in this video. So before going to that, if you hadn't watched the previous video, then do watch it. Links will be in the description down below. And also do check out the playlist for this course, that is Java Oops. So in this video, we are going to discuss a simple bank account project kind of thing using Oops concept. So let's begin. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will be creating a simple banking software or banking app that have some functionality like a user can create an account, then deposit some money, and then user can withdraw some money. So how it will look? Okay, this banking app will have some fields, and these fields will be customer name, the first field, customer name. Then we have customer uh, account number. Then we have customers email. Sorry, customer email. Or what we can have? We can have the amount, that is balance. And what else we can have? We can have phone number, right? Phone number of customer. These are going to be the field for our app. And we have to add two functionality, that user can deposit money, okay, money, and user can withdraw money. Okay, because that's how a bank account works. So this is how our project is. This is the basic things that we need for our project. So we will start with creating a new Java class, that is account. Okay, so as you can see, we have created our account. So our fields are private, string, account number. Let's simply say number, right? Then we have private, double, balance. Okay, then let's say we have private string name of the customer. Then we have private string email of customer. Then what else we left? I guess phone number, right? Private string phone number. Okay, now let's set getters and setter for this one. So press Ctrl plus N, then we have getters and setters. Now select all of them. Okay, so as you can see, we are saved from a heck of typing. So this is how IntelliJ help us with coding, right? Now let's set the constructor. We type public, then exact name of class. Then we are going to have some parameters. So we will start with number, that is account number. So string number, this is going to be the account number. Then we have double, balance. Then we have string email. Okay, let's say string name. Let's follow the sequence. Then string email. Then what else we left? String phone number, right? So we are set with our constructor. Now let's initialize all of them. This dot number is number. Okay, this dot balance is balance. Okay, we are seeing an error here, and this says variable is already assigned to this value. Okay, sorry, this dot balance is, okay, there is a typo. As you can see, we have a capital B here and a small b here. Let's change it to, okay, good. Now we have a name. This dot name is name, right? This dot email is email. Okay, then we have this start phone number is okay, phone number. So we are done with our constructor, right? So as we have discussed, we have to add two functionality, that is a user can either deposit a money or withdraw money, right? So let's create method for that. So let's create deposit function, deposit method. So we will type public void deposit money, deposit money. So in the parameter, what we are going to pass, we are going to pass the money that user has deposited, that is double deposited money. Okay, so this is our parameter. And what is the body of this function? This will simply increment our current balance, that is this dot balance is increased to this dot balance plus deposited money, so deposited money, right? And this is how we have incremented our balance to deposited money plus this dot balance, that is the initial balance. And at the same time, let's print this out. So deposit is successful, new balance is, so new balance is okay, this dot balance, right? Let me just make a little, okay. So deposit is successful, new balance is this dot balance. This will show us the current balance. Okay, so we are done with deposit money. Now let's create withdraw money, public void withdraw, that is withdraw, right? And it is going to be the double withdrawal money. Okay, here we have to check one condition, that if the withdrawal money is enough to withdraw or not. For example, if we have, let's say, 100 rupees and we have to withdraw 200 rupees, so in that case we have to stop our withdrawal. So what we have to do, we can do it using simply if statement. If this dot balance minus withdrawal money is less than 0, so in that case we have to write, so s out, so we have to write withdraw is withdraw unsuccessful. Okay, and we have to write the current balance, current balance, okay, not current balance, let's say plus this dot balance, only this much amount is left, right? For example, if we have $100 rupees and we have to withdraw 200 rupees, then it will simply say is withdraw unsuccessful, 100 rupees is left, right? Only 100 rupees is left. Let's write only 100 rupees is left. Okay, else we have to perform our withdraw, that is this dot balance, our current balance is subtracted, right? Withdraw money. So this is how we have reduced our withdraw money, and in that way we have reduced our current balance and we have withdrawn money. So we will print withdraw successful, and we also have to print the current balance. Current balance is this dot balance, right? So I guess we are pretty much done. We have getters and setters, then we have our constructor here, and we have deposit money function and withdraw money. Let's say withdraw money method. Now let's create the object. Let's have account, Abhay's account is equal to new account. Okay, so we have to, as you can see, IntelliJ is helping us with constructor. We have to pass the account number. Let's say account number be 12345. Okay, then we have to pass the balance. Let's start with zero balance. Okay, we have zero balance initially. Then string name, let's say name is Abhay. Now string email, email, let's say we have abhay@xyz.com. Now what else we are left with? Phone number. Let's say phone number be 12121. Okay, so this is how we are done with our creating the object of Abhay's account. Now let's perform some action. Let's add some money to Abhay's account. So Abhay's account dot, as you can see, we have, okay, we don't need setters here. As you can see, we got set balance. We don't need setters because we are using constructor, right? So what we have to, we have to deposit money. So let's deposit some money. Let's deposit 100 rupees. So 100 rupees is deposited. Now let's print this one, run this one. Okay, as you can see, we got our output. Deposit is successful, new balance is 100 rupees, right? Now withdraw some money. Abhay's account dot withdraw. Let's withdraw 200 rupees. Now let's see how it goes. Okay, as you can see, we got withdraw unsuccessful, only 100 rupees is left. Let's add some space. Okay, here is some space is added, so it will look a bit decent, right? Okay, let's run again. Okay, as it says, withdraw unsuccessful, only 100 rupees is left. So we have to add 100 more at least to withdraw. Let's add Abhay's account dot deposit money. Let's add 150 rupees more. So we have 100 plus 150, that is 250, and then we have withdraw 200. So it will simply give us that 50 is left in our account. Okay, as you can see, withdraw successful, current balance is 50. So as you can see, this thing is working. So this was our simple challenge. I hope you learned something from this one and have a little more concept in OOPS. So that's it for this video. Hope to see you in the next video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.